guys, how are you today? Welcome to Stitchy Jam Knits and Sews. My name is Jay and this is my channel that talks about all things knitting, sewing and other crafts that I'm getting up to. So if you're new here, welcome. And I know there's a few of you who are new subscribers who have come over from YouTube Shorts. So hey, how are you? Thank you for joining and thank you for subscribing. I'm in a bit of a different spot today, guys, because I am in the middle of my Christmas project bags and I don't have a lot of time to sit and chat in my usual spot. And also, as I said to you the last couple of videos, I'm just trying to experiment a bit with different angles and different, different sides of the camera. What I noticed in my last video is that I was too far away from the camera. So even though they recommend to flip your camera so you can't see yourself because the image is better quality, in order to fit me in the frame, I just think it was too far away. I mean, I watch a lot of other people on their YouTube videos, and from my perspective, personally, I think it's better to be sort of a bit more intimate, up close, like feeling like you're part of what's going on. So I'm not sitting in my usual chair chatting for this one. I'm ironing the, what do you call them? Shafts? The channels, that's it. For the top of the project bags where you slide the cord, string, ribbon, whatever you desire through to make them a drawstring bag. I started off with monthly podcasts. I then aimed for weekly. At the moment, it's sort of between 2 and 3 weeks. I don't want to come on here and chat to you about things that, you don't want to see the same sock with just a few extra inches every week. But when I've made a little bit more progress, then obviously I have something to chat about. So knitting wise, I'm going to put different clips in of where I'm up to with things. Last week I was talking about a vest that I'd cast on. Now I'm up to, I'm learning new skills with that. And so our first thing I've learned is how to do Italian short rows, German short rows. I'm convinced they're Italian. German short rows when I was casting on. And I've also now learnt how to do a cable increase. I found a couple of videos on YouTube, but the best one I found that I understand, even though it's relatively easy, is the Stephen West one. So I'll make sure I put a link below down in my notes. So I've done all the increases for the arm holes and I'm ready now to start on the front and work down the shoulders and then join for the neck. And obviously it's a it's a cardigan that I'm making. And so it won't be like in the round, so to speak, but joining up until here, etc. So yeah, it's coming along really well. Last week I mentioned that I put some alpaca in it because I liked the color, but I was unsure about it because of the difference. The rest of the yarn I've been using is quite sheepy, rustic, and so I think the alpaca was just a little bit too soft in amongst that. and the color I used was not very contrasty. And so anyway, I've decided to rip that back, and I've now put in a sort of Oxford blue, navy blue, blue-black kind of color, followed by red, but I'll put in a little clip here and you can have a look what I'm talking about. I'm making really good progress on these Christmas themed project bags for knitters, crocheters, crafters, and realistically you can use them for anything you like, but obviously I'm making them for crafty project bags and keeping that in mind. I hope the sound quality is good on this video. If it isn't, I'll figure it out. The light is okay, it could be better. But I've got the light overhead on and I've got the light coming through the door, so it should be okay. As far as my second sock goes, for my vanilla sock with some like custom modifications, I've done the heel flap and gusset and I've turned it, and I am now working on the foot as well. So I'll put in a couple of photos of that. But I'm really pleased with how these bags are turning out. And if you can see this material, so I'm using that for the lining on quite a few of them, and some of the channels in the top for the drawstrings. And I'm yet to decide whether I'm going to do any notions pouches. I have probably got enough material to do a few, so I might just do that. My goal, however, is to get them up before I go away in November. As well, I need time to post them, especially if anyone from overseas buys one. There needs to be enough time for shipping before Christmas to make sure no one's stressed and that they get there on time, in case anyone's giving them for gifts. So back to this material. So I finished work one day and I thought, right, I need to get some extra lining material because I ran out of what I had and what I needed. And I tried looking at the calico, but I wasn't really happy with it. I used it for my other bags last time. The Easter ones, I think that what it was. And it was good, but working with it was just a bit difficult. So I wanted something a bit more solid. And also these are Christmas and people use them for Christmas presents. And so I wanted them to be just a little bit extra, like extra oomph, extra bling, extra whatever. And thought, well, okay, so anyway, I digress. So I was going to go to a secondhand material shop, which the last time I tried to go to, was closed. So I thought I'd give it another go. And the shop was shut down. So I don't know what happened to that, but it's not there anymore. And so then I went to go to the patchwork shop. Now I'm not going to divulge which patchwork shop because maybe the lady was having a bad day. But I can tell you I won't be going back there. I knocked on the door that had 3 different signs that said it was open. Open, big, red, open, everything. Tried to get in, couldn't get in. Guy going into the hairdressers was laughing, going, "Are you okay?" It's like, "Yeah, I'm fine, I just can't get in." Says they're open, can't get through the door. So I thought to myself, do I just go home? No, I thought, no, give it a go. So anyway, I decided, right, I'll knock on the door. So over comes this lady. She opens the door. I said, "Oh, I'm really sorry. I thought you guys were open." "We are," she says. And then she goes, "There's a sign. It says that you need to come around the back." But like really rude. And I said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like I didn't see it." So she proceeds to point out the sign. And I said, "Oh, I'm really sorry. I didn't see that." This sign had tiny writing. I saw the 3 signs that said "We are open." I did not read the tiny writing. So yeah, sure, it was my fault and my mistake. And so I said, "I'm really sorry." I couldn't say sorry enough. She let me in. I started walking through the door. She kept going on and on and on. And I said, "Do you know what? I'm really sorry. I don't need to be made to feel this way. I've apologized. I'm going to go elsewhere." So I did. And I went to the Cancer Council charity shop. And lo and behold, I found the perfect material. And in turn, I supported donating money to the cancer charity, which goes to cancer research, which is helping other people, and poof, lovely, sorted. So that was great. Ow. So apart from that, as you can see, I've got no brace on my arm. And the only reason I don't is because I'm doing this little ironing job and I don't actually need it. But the good news is that I've made a lot of progress. I'm able to do, you know, pre-injury duties. My physio's going well. I've got some new exercises with some putty. I'm able to knit a lot more, but I'm still taking it like easy. I'm trying not to knit every single day because I don't want to go backwards. But yeah, overall we're on the up and I'm really pleased with my progress, and so is everyone else. And that's about it, really. Everyone's gearing up for Christmas. It's a little bit oversaturated in the supermarket already. We're only in October. But that's the way the world goes now, and it doesn't matter how much we fight it, we can't change it, unfortunately. So I don't go out shopping a lot, so I'm just going to choose to ignore it for now. It's nice, I love Christmas, but October, way too early. And that's my opinion. Everyone's got one. So knitting projects, I'm going to cast on some Christmas socks for myself. I possibly am going to do a gift knit. I haven't decided. If anyone knows a good kids sock pattern, like a toddler sock pattern, if you could just give it to me in the notes, like comments, that'd be really great. because I'm thinking to do some kids' socks for Christmas presents. We shall see. I figure they won't take very long because they're kitty sized. What do you guys think? Oops, that's a bit long. That's a bit long. Hold on a minute. So what I'm doing here is ironing in the ends and then ironing them in half. Why is that one so long? We'll come back to you in a minute. Maybe I did this one a bit longer accidentally. All right, let's see. Something gonna miss. So yeah, I mean, I've had a good couple of weeks. I've been able to get a lot of crafting done. I had a bit, when I say I've had a good couple of weeks, I have, but I also have had some personal stuff going on, which I don't really want to get into. I'm okay. But it's just life, you know, stuff happens, we deal with it, we keep calm and we carry on, right? In terms of anything else, any other news, I don't really have any, so it's probably going to be a short one this week, but I just wanted to come and check in and say hi. I'd love to know what you guys are planning to knit or make for Christmas, if you have started already, if you have plans to start. Let me know in the comments. We do a Knitters Guild Kris Kringle this year, so I have to get a skein of yarn for my Kris Kringle. They want Australian-based yarn and a particular colour and etc, etc. Sorry, my cat's having a little fight. And I've had a look and I've got a few things in mind, so I might get that out of there this week. I have been putting together my mum's advent calendar ready for over December, which is really exciting. I think she's gonna like it. I'm sure she will. What else? These bags, I'm going to sew these channels on the front and the back. All the lining is done. All the hand sewing of little trinkets and things is done. And I'm fairly sure I'm just up to sewing them together now. So I'm going to say they'll probably be launched on my online shop in about 2 weeks' time. So keep your eye out for a video, and I hope you love them just as much as I've loved making them. I'm going to wrap it up because I don't have a lot to say, but I will put some clips in of all the making I've been done. And by the time I video next week or the week after, the bags will be done and I will have made progress on my waistcoat, cardigan with no sleeves. I have talked about the pattern. I'll put the pattern for that below. What else? I think that's it, guys. Short and sweet. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you like this format or the other format better. I'm still experimenting, I'm still growing my channel, and I'm really here to have fun and have a chat with you guys. And that's it. I'm pretty chilled and cruisy and laid back about it. I've had a little brain fart about my videos not being seen, and now I'm over it, because as Vivi from What Vivi Did Next said in her Q&A questions, and I agree, you don't make YouTube videos for anyone else realistically first and foremost, other than yourself. If people see them, whether it's one person, whether it's 5 people, the people that like them, enjoy them, that's you guys. Keep coming back, keep saying hi, and we're building a community. And hopefully we can help each other out with various different things. And the people that enjoy my videos will stay, and the people that don't will keep moving. And at the end of the day, if you don't do something because you love it, there really is no point in doing it. Oh, wait, I realized something I want to talk to you about. I can't go past a week's episode or fortnight or whatever you want to call it without talking about a book I'm reading. So at the moment, I'm reading another Jenny Colgan book. Jenny Colgan is a Scottish writer, and I got introduced to her books this year, and I'm really enjoying reading them. I read The Sunset by the Sea, which I talked about a couple of videos ago, and I realized that that was the last in a series of 4. So now I'm starting from the beginning, and this book is incredible. I've already read half of it in a week. I love it. I love it. It's so good. So basically, it's about a lady named Polly who goes through some really hard life struggles, and she decides to move to a seaside village, which comes with its own challenges, but essentially it's her story of how the little Beach Street bakery came about. So yeah, I highly recommend this book. I already have the next 2 in the series ready to go from the library. And yeah, do you want me to read the back to you? So, amid the ruins of her last relationship, Polly Waterford moves away to a sleepy seaside resort of Mount Polbarron, where she lives in a small, lovely, lonely flat above an abandoned shop. To distract her from her troubles, Polly throws herself into her favourite hobby, making bread, but her relaxing weekend diversion quickly develops into a passion. As she pours her emotions into the kneading and pounding of the dough, each loaf becomes better than the last. Soon, Polly is working her magic with nuts and seeds, olives and chorizo and honey, courtesy of the handsome local beekeeper. Drawing on reserves to determine and creativity Polly never knew she had, she bakes and bakes and bakes and discovers a bright new life where she least expected it. Highly recommend it. Go and borrow it from your library. Go and join your library if you're not a member of your library. And keep books active. Or if you're a Kindle person, have a look on your Kindle. For those of you that are interested in the Veggie patch progress, we're obviously moving into spring and summer at the moment. So I've got these pumpkins growing, and realistically this is all down to my mum at the moment. My winter veg was me, and the summer veg, mainly pretty much all of it, is down to mum, but I thought you might be interested to see. We've got some pumpkins growing, got a few tomatoes here and there. There's a bit more up the back, some curlica which is being munched, but we don't mind sharing with the bugs in our garden. So now I've put in some squash, and I've got lots of seed pods on the broccolini I grew, so I'm just waiting for them to dry out. I've got an abundance of leek and from my winter crop. Some of them are getting a bit old now, but we're going to make a leek and feta quiche. So we've got all the beetroots in, and another tomato, and some peppers. It's a bit early. I'll take you up the back. Have a look at our garden while I'm on the way up. And it's taken months and months and months and months and months, and now we're about to go into November, and finally we have some honeybees in the garden. Here we go with the tomatoes, coming along very nicely, and some more here. Lovely. Blueberries coming along. The good thing about me being a barista is that the blueberries like an acidic environment, so I'm always putting coffee grinds in there. This isn't vegetables, but this is the plant I got for my 40th birthday, which didn't do well last year and is about to flower this year, so I'm really excited about that. That's a hydrangea. In these 3 tubs we've got lots and lots of potatoes. And then we come over here, we've got more curly kale, and up the back here are green beans, long green beans. And over here we have got some, what's this, spinach, but that's gone to seed, and some silver beet, and all sorts of things going on in there. So yeah, something to look forward to. The beans are really nice. We had them with our dinner a few times, and the same with the silver beet. Silver beet we always do really well with. Spinach we usually do very well with, but honestly it's been so hot really early, and everything started to bolt. So thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you very soon for some progress and maybe some new cast-ons, who knows. Peace out. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment, give me a like, and just say hi. Bye for now.